Hey there, Exiles. Back again with another update video on the Wardloop Sabo. This is day 3, and I've made some DPS upgrades. So let's run a quick map, and I'll talk about some of the testing and choices I've made over the last few days. So first of all, the biggest thing I did was I allocated the brittle node here in my staff. So I'm averaging about 2.5 to 3% brittle, which is enough to crit cap me. Or give me close to crit cap, and then I'm now running power charge on crit in my secondary links, just for that last bit of coverage. Because Ice Spear is easy to cap with the second form, but Eye Winter and Freezing Pulse still need a little bit of help. So between brittle, the base crit on the weapon, and then power charges, I'm now around 80% crit with both of those, which is pretty great. I changed around my ring a little bit. I had been doing some low life testing, and I think if you wanted to go maximum DPS glass cannon boss killer sort of thing, then Petrified Blood with I was just running reservations. So I had elements in Petrified Blood, but I had to use an aura cluster, so that's 4 points I'm giving up. But I mean, the damage was great, but I just felt, even more squishy in maps. And for now, I'm still using it as just like a smooth general mapping character. Let's see what else I did. So I'm using Anomalous Blood and Sand just for a little bit of extra prod speed. Helps with clear and hitting in front of me. Between quality on Freezing Pulse. And then the built-in prod speed on Ice Spear, it's even if the bots are lagging behind me, I'm still able to shoot in front of me and be safe. And then of course Eye Winter comes in and clears everything up. I swapped back to Eater altars, or Searing Exarch altars. Just kind of getting tired of Eater, and I feel like the bubblegum is nicer this way. I'm not really even doing any big quant-based strategies, and for Alk and Go, this is just a little bit more comfortable. Okay. And they're dead. Okay. So, let's see, one thing I got, Awaken added cold damage is super cheap this league, so I'm running that in both links here. Eye Winter, Freezing Pulse with Power Charge on crit. Now, I'm doing I spent a fair amount of money on alternate quality gems here. I'm using Anomalous GMP, and then, actually I needed to have between 17 and 18% because I want these to have a little bit of mana cost, so I can still use because like right now my Ice Spear mana cost is 0, but because Freezing Pulse and Eye of Winter still have a little bit of mana cost, I still generate inspiration charges, so I get the damage. I don't know, I'm maybe going a little bit overboard on this mana stuff. I dropped these nodes for the 10% reduced mana cost and just a little bit of extra. And then to compensate for that, I'm trying out the skills cost 30% life. Now, I don't know, I kind of have some flex points here. This is kind of just quality of life while mapping. And this, I'm not even sure this is necessary, but it makes running stuff on life feel a lot more comfortable. Let's see, yeah, so before I've been running Pain Attunement, which is, 30, it's about, I guess about 20% more damage in PoB, but sacrificing half my life pool was kind of iffy. I did buy this ring. I got the Fractured Base, and I just spammed crit essences on it. It's not amazing. I sacrificed some life for this, but while I was running low life, this enabled overleech, which was a pretty nice layer of just life protection on top of my pretty significant life recoup. So I don't know whether or not it's worth it. Remains to be seen. Yeah. So yeah, I got brittle here. I'm going for increased effective ailment from crits. Then let's see. So in terms of explosive expert, because I lost that ring with flat, I'm doing arc here with an anomalous overcharge for extra big shocks. Then, so it's against burning enemies. So I can either use righteous fire, or I still have my glove enchant, Word of Fury, which does fire damage. So it's not consistent on clearing, but on big bosses, when there's only one target, this is pretty consistent. So between this and that, and then arc, I'm covering all my bases here. Well, no, except for chill. That's the one thing I'm missing. I was trying to figure out how to solve that. One, I think, way that might be do it would be to actually swap glove enchants. Get what's it? Word of Ire. It's the one that shoots out the cold projectiles that leaves chilled ground. So, sorry, excuse me. Might have to run some normal labs and switch that out. But overall, the character's feeling pretty good. I've kind of had some trouble getting to 95, but I don't know. I might just park it here, or maybe do some 5-ways. But let's see, what else did I change? Oh, I got a bleeding, can't be inflicted on you heartbound loop. Just nice quality of life. And then I spent a little bit too much money on another synthesized belt base, but just the stat value that this provides is kind of crazy. So my old belt had 20% reduced, 22% duration, and then 10% gained as implicit. This one, I was able to shift half the stats to the implicit, which made, and I'm still not done crafting this. This is, I need to get it with Chaos Res or something. But basically what this does is I really only need to roll for reduced flask charges used, and then I can craft on duration. I could actually maybe even give up this duration and do CDR craft, because right now I'm at 35%, so I need, well, I guess I need 22% CDR to get to the next breakpoint, so I would need, what's it, 15 on belt. I'd have to get creative on that. So I mean, at this point, I'm not even worrying about going for the next breakpoint. I'm at 5 per second, and that feels pretty comfy. Let's see. This is still the same. This is still the same. Yeah, anomalous blood and sand, just for a little bit of quality of life. Convocation, righteous fire, flame dash. Fun build. I'm liking it. I'll put the POB in the comments. I'm probably not setting it up the most accurately, but you can see how it plays. And yeah, thanks for watching, everyone, and see you next time.